Strength challenge, conditioning, and sprint session. So you're going to try and get this in at least once a week. If you're feeling like a boss, do it twice. You've got two options. Option one is density training done in a gym. Option two is sprint conditioning done outdoors or even possibly on a treadmill, although outdoors would be better. So option one for density training, you've got upper body, lower body supersets. You got three of them, all working on big, heavy compound movements. So what you're trying to do with density training is increase blood lactate levels, increase the amount of work and volume you do, and off the back of that end up with a better spike in growth hormone and testosterone levels, which leads to better fat loss and better muscle gain. So set one is going to be push-ups, superset it with squats. The push-ups, you're just doing normal push-ups with your body weight for 8 reps. If for whatever reason you can't do 8 reps off your feet, do them off your knees. Exercise 2 is squats, 60% of your 1 rep max for 10 reps. And that's it. You're just going to bounce back and forth between those two for 12 minutes. So 8 push-ups into 10 squats, back to 8 push-ups, back to 10 squats, so on and so forth until you complete the 12-minute block. If you get over 6 rounds on that, you need to go heavier next week. So if you get 8 or 9 rounds, you need to bump it up to 65% or add 2.5 to 5 kilos on the squats. The second one then is bent over rows, supersetted with overhead press. The weight prescription for this is quite challenging because you don't really know what to use, so you'll have to figure it out yourself. The bent over row, you're looking for a weight that you could do for approximately 15 reps. So a weight you think you could get 15 reps out of, you're going to use that and just do 10 reps. You'll do 10 reps there and then jump onto your overhead press. Again, with this, it's something you could do for 12 to 15 reps if you did one all-out set and you're just going to do 8 reps. So 10 barbell rows, 8 overhead press, back and forth, again for 12 minutes. And if you need to take a break or split any of the reps up, you of course can. So the same principle applies all the way through with this. Let's say you do your 10 rows, you get onto your overhead press, you're 9 minutes into the round, you're starting to feel tired, you do 6 presses and you've nothing left in the tank for the last 2. All you do in that scenario is put the bar down or put it back into the rack, take a short break, pick it up, do your last 2 reps and then continue on back onto your bent over rows, so on and so forth until you get your 12 minutes done. Finally then you've got deadlift superset with dumbbell flies. With the deadlift you're taking about 70% of your 1 rep max, you're doing 2 reps. Once you get 2 reps done, you're going to grab some dumbbells and lie down on a bench and do 15. Weight wise, for 15 reps on the dumbbell flies as part of this density block, you want something you could do for 20 to maybe 25 reps. So again, something where one all-out effort would get you in the 20 to 25 rep range, and then just do sets of 15. On any of these movements, if you get over 6 rounds, you need to go a little bit heavier next week. So you're going to stay with this style of density training for at least 4 weeks, and what you need to do is try and beat your rounds each week or increase your weight. So that's option number 1. It's a really good option if you want to get a 4th day in the gym. Option 2 then is your sprint conditioning. So you want to find a hill that's about 15 to 20 meters long. Slightly longer is better for this. Complete your mobility work as listed in the membership area as your warm-up. So if you're in week 1, you complete your week 1 mobility work. If you're in week 2, you do your week 2 mobility work, so on and so forth. You warm up with a 5-minute jog or walk depending on your fitness level. You complete 5 minutes of fartlek style training. So if you don't know what fartlek training is, it literally means speed play. So it's an unstructured form of interval training where you're pushing hard for random periods of time and backing off for random periods of time. So you're doing some hard work and some easy work for 5 minutes, and the level of work you do depends on where you're at. If you haven't done any running in the past 6 years, something like a slow walk and a quicker jog is fine. If you're an experienced athlete who's already playing like sport at a good standard, what you want to be looking at is a quick jog and a really fast all-out sprint. So if you're doing this in your local park, or if you're doing it on a football pitch or wherever, it could become the case that you pick 2 random objects like a bench and a tree and decide you're going to sprint between them. And then you're going to jog to the next tree and then you're going to sprint between the next set points. There's no formal setup for this. All you want is 5 minutes of work where some of it's hard and some of it's easy. And if you're quite unfit and you haven't ran before, then your easy work becomes a walk or a slow jog. Hell, it could even be a slow walk. It doesn't matter. So once you get that done, you're going to head on to your hill sprints. Next week, you'll be doing slightly longer fartlek thrust style training, and the same idea for, the next 3 or 4 weeks. You'll be doing slightly longer each time. Step 5, then, you're going to hit your hill sprints. So you want to do one round at 80% intensity, so something that isn't all out, but just to get a feel for the hill. So 80% intensity, walk down, rest 30 seconds, and then hit it again. From that, then, you're going to hit 5 rounds at complete 100% effort. So you'll hit your sprint up the hill, charge as hard as you can, get to the top, start your walk down, rest 30 seconds, go again. You're going to complete that 5 times, and then next week you're going to do a few more rounds. Once you get it done, quick 5-minute walk or jog to cool down, a few stretches if you want, then head on home and get on with the rest of your day.